Oh, what is going on, everybody? Yikesies. We have a new, so we all saw the Erica Jane paparazzi photos. And we all dragged her for how she looked. And then she came out fully glammed up. I mean, she's been relishing in her paparazzi photos. We had the ones of her at the gas station, and, you know, she was looking pretty rough. And then we had the ones at boarding the jet. And then we had her walking down the street here in Los Angeles. Just recently, she was getting a pizza delivered. You know, clearly we're doing a little stress eating. She had a whole pizza just for herself in her little Versace robe. I was kind of like, should we be stepping out in the Versace robes? And like, I get it. She's trying to say that like she's not guilty, but at the same time, I'm also just like, oh, read the room. And I've like consistently been against her social media presence. But now it's not just her social media presence, it's also her paparazzi presence. However, Mr. Tom Girardi has now been spotted out. So last time we saw Tom Girardi was when he was out having lunch with his travel agent, his wink wink travel agent, and they were having wine at a little hole in the wall in Pasadena, not too far from his house. And they seem to have been having a nice lunch. Well, Tom Girardi was spotted out today, and he does not seem to be having as nice of a time today. So there's some new paparazzi photos that were released by Page Six, and yikes, he is looking really, really bad. He looks like he's deteriorating, which may help his dementia and Alzheimer's case. Like it does, like if you look at the photos, so he's out, there's like a photo of him coming out of a car. He's with this woman, she's wearing glasses. She looks like she could be like a caretaker, presumably. And so I don't know where they're actually coming out of. And I don't think Page Six specified where these photos were taken, but you can just see like he's kind of out of it. He looks very spacey. I mean, obviously he is in his 80s, so age is certainly a factor, but he just looks like he's deteriorating, which is not the man that we saw in October when he was out doing interviews with podcasts and, you know, making appearances and doing lectures and whatnot. He definitely seems to be deteriorating, and he does not look well. How is Tom Girardi doing? Not well, bitch. Not well. He looks old, and naturally he's old. Erica knew that when she married him, but he looks like he's obviously, I think the stress of all of it is really starting to weigh on him. And I don't know if he's going to be able to stand trial. I mean, we saw, but last time he was in court, he seemed to kind of be of somewhat sound mind. We saw him appear in court. It was over video, but he seems to be sort of there. These photos look really bad. Like it looks like, you know, I feel like we could have done something with his hair a little, kind of just touched him up a little bit, maybe put on some clothes that actually fit him. Like, I don't know who this new woman is. He's clearly not banging her because she's not young and she's not blonde. She definitely appears to be a caretaker, but I don't understand what is even happening. He just looks... So it's interesting because I've had relatives that have had dementia and Alzheimer's, and this is where I'm like, because, you know, I kept joking that I think he has pretend amnesia, which is, you know, obviously a reference to the Erica Jane Teddy beef. But in this case, like, he really does not look like he's doing well at all. And he has like this kind of spaced out look where he's like kind of like looking down. And I've noticed that look before with people that are starting to kind of like mentally go. I mean, maybe he did have early signs of dementia and Alzheimer's. I mean, I'm even at the point where like this man is a total, you know, scheme con artist that was ripping people off for decades. You know, at this point, it's not even alleged because you hear the voicemails, you have the timestamps, you see the checks, you have all of the victims coming out, you have all of the lenders coming out, you have his signature on all of these different documents. Like at this point, it looks like he was very much involved in this scandal. I don't know if maybe the stress of everything is weighing on him. Naturally, stress can break down the body and really make you ill and sick, but I don't know if the stress combined with maybe those early signs of dementia and Alzheimer's, is it even common? That's, I guess, something somebody can respond to in the comments. Is it common to get dementia and Alzheimer's? Typically, I know you usually have one or the other, or one is more dominant than the other, but I don't I don't know the specifics about dementia and Alzheimer's, but you can just tell just in the facial expression he has. And, he's not looking like he's trying to dodge the cameras. He's looking like he's kind of zoned out and he's not fully aware of where he even is at this point. Does this help his Alzheimer's case? Like my stomach is actually kind of turning right now because it's looking like the Alzheimer's and dementia argument might actually stick. And as we know, if that sticks, there will be no criminal charges filed against him because the state bar is not going to go after a lawyer that is not of sound mind. According to these photos, he does not seem to be of sound mind. Could this be a paparazzi plant? Possibly. But just looking at the zoned out, like I've seen this look before, and it kills me that it's even becoming a reality at this point. He does not look well. And it breaks my heart for the victims because it looks like he's probably going to get away with it. And the worst part is if his mind really is going and he gets away with it, he got to go out on a high. He got to go out while he was the big bad lawyer, and he's not really going to even see the ramifications of all of his actions. That's the really shitty part. That for me is like the more unfortunate part is someone that committed this many crimes and schemed in the way that he did. And you can watch the deep dives that I've done into this. Someone that has done the shit that Tom Girardi has done, whether or not he was ever going to be held criminally accountable, because he was always going to try to fight that. But he deserved to see his reputation go down the tank. He deserved to see all of his empire that he's built crumble. And it doesn't look like, if this is the case and if this is the actual reality, it doesn't look like he's ever going to see that. And it looks like he's just going to sail off into the sunset on a high note. I mean, and the other thing is, if he is hiding money somewhere, where's that money? He doesn't have much time. You can look at the photos. He does not have much time left. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that this is all pretend amnesia? Do you think there is some legitimacy to everything that Erica has been saying about his mental decline? Let me know in the comments what you think about Tom Girardi, what you think about Erica Jane, what you've thought about the deep dives. Do you want more deep dives? And if you do, what do you want more deep dives into? Some of you have talked about Kathy Reisner, his ex-wife. I'm considering doing something into kind of investigating further into her. I have confirmed that his ex-wife, Kathy, has passed away. It looks like she was living in Palm Springs. She passed away in 2018. Don't have all the details yet, but it doesn't seem like she's still around and he might be following her. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop a comment. Let me know what more you want me to dive into, or if there are any other big breaking scandals you want me to cover on the show. Let me know. Follow me at Just Plain Zack. Follow the show at No Filter with Zack, and don't miss all new podcast episodes every Monday and Wednesday, and we go live Thursday nights. We're going live on the Instagram, rebroadcast here on the YouTube. At No Filter with Zack, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. All right, guys, I will chat with you soon this Wednesday. Got a new episode, so get ready. Get ready, Freddie. Love ya. Mean it. Ciao.